I think it's time for an uncut, unedited rant. Over the last 5 weeks, we've been producing vlogs which have been edited and kind of fun with just tips on how to be a better parent and tips on how to cope with all of this. Well, this week, I'm frustrated. Well, I've been frustrated for all of the weeks, but this week we're going to put away the self-help tips and we're just going to think about the things that are really starting to get to us. You know what I mean? There's some things right now that because you're in your house or you're locked down or you're going just to your essential job, that things are starting to drive you insane. Number one, what's up with the snacks? I can't imagine that my kids would eat this much food and still weigh what they weigh. Like, they eat all the time. Okay, yeah, we're good parents. We have the 10 o'clock and the 3 o'clock snack time with the meals. Yeah, sure. But when they eat their snacks, they're starving. And yeah, they don't eat at their meals because they're so full from their snacks. But when they eat their snacks, they're grazing. A little bit of this, a little bit of this. I opened a box of cheese nips. I'm the only one that likes cheese nips, I thought. Saturday night. I got some for myself, put them in a bowl, portion control, all that. Sunday during church, we have the kids get their snacks before we go to church. Kind of fun. And my son David grabs the box of cheese nips. It was almost empty. I'm like, it wasn't even 12 hours and those are mine. I don't get it. The kids are eating like crazy and I'm just going to have to like take out a loan to pay for the budget for this. It's just ridiculous. Snacks is one thing. Number two, homeschooling. This is not homeschooling what we're doing. I've homeschooled before, not me, but I've homeschooled my kids before. This isn't homeschooling. Now, our teachers are great. They've been working with us. They've been encouraging us. They've been emailing us. But the amount of stuff our kids have to do and what it is just ridiculous. Now, don't even get me started in, like, crafts. I don't do crafts, but there's crafts they're sending home. My daughter found glitter a couple days ago, and she thought it would be fun to just put glitter around the house. There's glitter everywhere. She put it in the dryer. She put it in our cars. It's getting kind of cute now that I'm saying it. She put it in my boots. Everywhere I go, I took my shirt and put it on this morning and glitter came out of it. It's in my hair. It's on my eyelashes. So yeah, the kids are having crafts sent home. And I'm like telling the teachers, I'll make them dig a ditch. I'll have them build a shack. I'll have them build an X-ray machine. I don't care, but we're not doing craft. I just can't handle the crafts. Not at all. And the homeschooling, like I'm not smart enough to do my kid's 4th grade math. I'm going through it with him and he's like, what are the factors? And I'm like, factors. I don't remember what a factor is. And then I remember the name Number Munchers, the game I played as a kid. So we've been using that to all learn our factors again. But man, when you're too stupid or to like figure out your kid's 4th grade math, I'm feeling like it's time to either send them to school or just like go back to school myself. In addition to like the kids, I'm loving it. It's been fun. But you have to admit, if you have kids at home, your frustration level is getting pretty high. How about your spouse? How about like you're getting frustrated at your spouse? We're doing pretty well, Rachel and I. We haven't had any fights, but it's funny. She's an introvert, so she'd love this lockdown if she was by herself. I'm an extrovert, so I want all these people around me. Sometimes we look at each other, and yesterday we did it. I looked at her and I'm like, I'm frustrated at you. Can we just fight? Just for like 15 minutes. You yell at me. Here's what I'm going to say. I'll yell at you. Just get it over with. We didn't. We laughed instead. But man, like, they're everywhere. You turn around, they're right there. And I feel bad for my wife because there's like, she's an introvert and there's 4 of us. With the dog, there's 5 of us. Hence, I'm in the parking lot of Starbucks just to get out of the house to give her a break. There's that thing. There's the online shopping. Like, I'm buying stuff at Lowe's and I'm ordering it and I think I'm doing the right thing. And I ordered trim last week. 15 pieces of trim. Straight wood. It goes up on your wall. And when I got it, they gave me pieces that were bent. Now, there's pieces that are bent. And then there's pieces that are bent so bad they don't lay flat. That's what they gave me. And I was like, seriously? Like, I want to go in and I wanted to use the opportunity to encourage them to do their best at their job. But I did. I just cut the ends off, threw the rest in the fire, got it over with. I'm feeling better with this. One more thing. I'm getting sick of the news. I don't care if it's left or right or in the middle, independent, whatever it is. I don't know how bad this pandemic is. I listen to the CDC. I listen to them because, okay. But one article on one news station says that the world's coming to an end. Another article at another news station says everything's great, go to the beach. And even on the same news station, it's not like it's right or left. It's just you pick a news station and they're saying different things. So I'm almost starting to trust like that kid in high school that got D's and graduated with a D, who's on Facebook telling me what's real and what's not. I'm almost starting to believe him. So I'd rather not even go on the news. I'd rather just like pray, read my Bible, and just walk around and not even worry about the world in the sense of what's happening. Just pray for them and just do my best to help them and not worry about what's going to happen, which I shouldn't be anyway. Now, those are just a few things that are frustrating me. I could go on. And as I say these things, you're probably saying, yep, I got a list too, Pastor John. Like, I got things that are really starting to get to me. You got pets that are doing stuff. You got family members that are doing stuff. You got, like, your job. I feel if you work for the grocery store, like, you got to be frustrated just at tons of stuff. And I get it. And thank you for what you're doing. But man alive, the frustration level last week for me was like, right here. And as I was doing this, like whole work from home thing and living life, trying to have a positive attitude, I remember what my father-in-law always tells me. He always says to me, you're responsible for your response. And I was like, all right, I have these desires and these frustrations, and they're not wrong to be frustrated. It's how you respond to it. Galatians chapter 5 talks about in verse 16 that we have this the Spirit of God, and we're not to fulfill the desires, the passions of the flesh, of our sinful nature. So it's been a constant struggle for me to have the right attitude, to put a smile on my face and to be joyful. But the Spirit of God's been giving me the power to do it. So as you're frustrated about tons of stuff, and not that I want you to rant in the comments, but it'd be kind of funny if you just started telling me what you're frustrated with. Just remember that we have the Spirit of God living in us that gives us power to overcome these frustrations. So it's good that we see social media being positive. It's good that we see all these things. But just remember, that's not how life is for everyone. Anyone. That's just a glimpse of the good things. All of us are frustrated, but we get to be God's people that spin it, and we get to be the positive, joyful in the midst of craziness and frustration and all your cheese nips being gone. So that's my rant for Monday. Next week, we'll be back at it. We're going to be talking a little bit in the coming weeks about a lot of cool stuff, but enjoy your week. God bless. And remember, no matter how frustrating your life is better with Jesus.